Muse is one of Daredevil's villains who is actually getting a live-action adaptation in Daredevil Born Again. But who is Muse and when was his first comic book appearance? Because a lot of people really have no idea who the character is. So I'm here to break down his origin and kind of give you more information about Muse, so when you see him in Daredevil Born Again, you're a little bit more excited, because let me tell you, this character is scary, is sick, is gory. Like, it's very surprising this character of all characters is getting a live action adaptation, but it makes me even more excited. So let's talk about the origin of Muse. Muse's first appearance was in Daredevil issue number 11 back in 2016. Or if you're more of a volume type of guy, Daredevil volume 5 issue 11. But actually he was first teased in the issue right before that. So we find ourselves with Daredevil's protege, and if you don't know who that is at the time, his name is Blind Spot. Kind of a crazy name for Daredevil's partner, just thinking about it now, but Blind Spot. And well, Blind Spot gets an invitation to a very special building, and when he gets there, whatever he finds actually shocks him enough to leave the building immediately and call up Daredevil. Because what Blind Spot saw was so disgusting, he had no idea how to handle it and definitely needed his teacher's help. So of course, Daredevil suits up and goes to meet up with Blind Spot. And the moment Daredevil walks into the room, his senses are completely overloaded. And what we see is a giant red painting with a bunch of buckets around and a dead body on the ground holding a paintbrush. And Daredevil can smell the blood, that there's so much of it, it's completely overpowering his senses. He can barely even make out the person holding the paintbrush, it's just so much. And of course, Blind Spot's just like, do you think he was the painter? But how could he have that much blood? Could anyone have that much blood? That just doesn't make any sense to them. And as Blind Spot is kind of explaining how he was invited to come here, Daredevil's like, don't worry, we're gonna call the cops. It's still a crime scene. We don't want to affect anything. Let's just kind of look around a little bit. And Daredevil starts smelling the painting a little bit closer. And this is when he realizes that this painting isn't just like one man's blood. He can't fully tell whose blood is whose, but he knows that these are multiple different people's sets of blood. And although at first they didn't want to touch anything because it's a crime scene for the police, Daredevil's like, no, at this point, it's a crime scene for me. And Daredevil starts investigating the painting just a little bit more, and Blind Spot asks, how many people do you think was used to make this? And Daredevil says it took 113 people at least. And that was just the first tease of Muse. Now we go to the next issue where we finally get to meet him.